My name is Michal. I'm Deanne's mother. My daughter Deane died 8 years ago at the age of 22. And one of the ways I've coped with my grief is by writing reflections on different facets of grief. And today I want to share with you one of my reflections about the way relationships are impacted after major loss. I will be reading this to you. There was no way we could have known how profoundly major loss rearranges relationships. Like the aftershocks of an earthquake, the effects spread far across all our connections. We begin to experience the people in our lives differently because our own emotional needs and capacities have radically changed, and because the people in our lives must now navigate our devastation. Grief shows us who can sit with us in the dark, who needs us to turn on the lights too soon, and who quietly slips out of the room altogether. Some people disappear, not out of malice, but out of fear. They worry about intruding and are at a loss for what to say, so they stay away. Others rush in to tidy our grief. They want us to be better because our pain pains them too, and doing nothing feels helpless or wrong to them. They miss the version of us that didn't carry this unrelenting heaviness, and so they try, consciously or not, to coax us back into being who we were. Some people pull away because our loss reminds them of their own fragility. Distance provides reprieve from the terror that a loss like ours could happen to them too. And then there are the relationships we ourselves quietly retreat from. Not because of anything they've done, but because being with them hurts. Their intact families, milestones, and ordinary joys shine a light on the endless secondary losses that were taken away along with our person. It's not envy, it's the unbearable ache of absence made worse by a living reminder of what could have been. Meeting new people is its own minefield. Chit-chat is impossible when grief is at the forefront of our minds, and exchanges with new acquaintances are always just a question away from taking a wrong turn. But in the midst of all of this shifting, something else happens too. A few people emerge who bring light into the dark room. We first notice that they're with us without trying to fix all that's unfixable. They don't urge us to recover or drown us in sympathy. They allow silence to speak for love and inaction to be the thing they do. They understand that grief expands and contracts, and so they stand close without crowding and offer comfort without taking over. They witness our crushing brokenness on the one hand, while seeing our inherent wholeness on the other. This is not a contradiction to them, rather the bookends that contain the full spectrum of grief. This ability in others to be there in this way most often comes from having had their own life-changing losses. But some of them have learned from being lovingly attuned to someone close to them who has suffered great loss. I try to keep this in mind. Is there something small that I can share with someone in my life that will help them be there with me and with my grief today? Thank you for listening.